Hello LT family and welcome back to Linda Tina TV. If you are a new subscriber or if you're just passing by, welcome. I see you and I appreciate you.
You trying to make me, I wanna leave and you're making, yeah. I try to see the one I need to love.
So today I'm going to be talking about family, which is something pretty important to me. I'm going to be telling you the differences between families here in Italy compared to families back home in Uganda, Africa. Now, like I always tell you, these are based on my experiences, the people I'm surrounded with, the families I grew up in and around back home. So it's not like I'm speaking for everybody, but these things just may affect the majority. Now let's get started. I'll start by telling you the similarities I've seen between families here in Italy and families back home in Uganda. I have realized that Italian culture is actually pretty close to my culture in a few things. Now with family in Italy, family is paramount. Family is important, and this applies to back home in Uganda. Here, once you attack one member of a family, be sure the rest are coming for you because they have that solidarity. When one member of a family has a problem, they all come in to help and support each other. So family is very important here. They value sitting down together and eating together and sharing a drink together, whining together. So family, solidarity of the family is something pretty important here. And to be honest, I love it because back home family is everything. Still on supporting each other and family being important, when it comes to the elderly people here in Italy, it's not common that you'll find them being taken to nursing homes or being taken to live somewhere, being taken care of by strangers. No, they keep their elderly people with them in the home. They may get a nurse or someone to help around because of course there's a busy lifestyle, work and everything, but they'll usually keep the elderly people in the house until they're, until they pass on. They take care of them. They may take care of them in turns, which is exactly what we do back home in Uganda, Africa. We take care of our people. We don't even have nursing homes, to be honest. It's not part of our culture. So we take care of our people within the home. We may switch who takes care of who. In Uganda, we have extended family that comes in, a cousin, an auntie, an uncle, even a cousin of a cousin's cousin who will always be there to help and assist with the elderly. So yeah, we try to keep our people with us so that in these last days of their lives, they're with close family and they're being taken care of by people they're familiar with. Another thing that's pretty similar between families in Italy and families back home in Uganda, Africa, is the role of the mother. Now in Italy, traditionally, the role of the mother is to take care of the home, look after the kids, the family. That's like your main role as a mother, and that's the expectation the family and the society has of you. Things have changed a bit right now, of course, with more mothers working even more hours than some dads, so things have changed up a bit. But traditionally and usually the society expectation of a mother here in Italy is to look after the home, look after the children. You're the main person, you're the main go-to person when it comes to anything that happens in the household. Then the dads contribute here and they're usually the main breadwinners. Now, I want to call this a similarity, but then it's a bit overboard here in Italy, and that is the grandmother, the importance of a grandmother here in Italy. They call them the nonna, but the nonna in Italy, that is the grandmother, is someone very important and very helpful. It's interesting because when I went to my son's school and I had to put a next of kin, so there's the mother, the father, and then automatically the third next of kin, they had put grandmother, nonna. So the number of the nonna. So automatically the next person after the parents is the grandmother, which is really sweet. The grandmothers here do a lot. They're the ones who spoil the kids. When you go to the park in the evenings or to the nurseries to pick the kids, there are more grandmothers than parents, because the grandmother here is someone really important and helpful to the family. And even back home, if I remember well, in the holiday season, we spent a lot of time with our grandparents. We spent a lot of time being spoiled and told things by our grandparents. So it's a similarity, but it's a bit extreme here in Italy, which goes back to the family being close. So usually the elderly people, the grandmothers, will live close to the family, a few minutes walk, a few minutes drive, you know. And then Sunday lunches are a very important thing, so they bring people together. The grandmother is someone pretty important in the Italian society. When it comes to the differences between the Italian and Ugandan family, first is the disciplining. Now, in my country, we have a saying that a child is raised by a village. And this is to mean that I am allowed to discipline a sister's child, even a neighbor's child. If I see them doing something that is not right, I can tell them off and tell them, no, you can't be doing that. So family and relatives are help in raising and disciplining a child back home in Uganda. In Italy, you kind of don't do that. Parents take care of their children, they discipline their children. An outsider or extended family, you don't have the right to come and tell someone's child what they should or shouldn't do. So that's something I noticed is different. The other thing I have realized that is different between families here and back home in Uganda is the parents here support their children even when they have left the home and they're married and out there in the world, in the workforce, and you know, they're able to sustain themselves. So they'll pay for their car, their home, their vacations, their children. You know, they really support their children long after they've left the home. In my country, it's the other way around. So our parents raise us, educate us to be successful, and then after we are out of the home, it is our turn to take care of them. So we are the ones meant to support them and not the other way around. We are kind of our parents' retirement plan, you know. So they work so hard to make sure that you're out there doing well, so that you can support them when they are older. So that is something that I realized is different. Here, parents support their kids even when they are really doing well for themselves, but it's just the way it is here in Italy, at least what I have noticed. In my country, in Uganda, and in most of Africa, you get out of the house, you work, you take care of your parents. Like, it's an unsaid rule, it's the expectation. I've probably left out a few things, but I'll end this video here. Feel free to tell me about the families where you live, where you were raised. I'll be interested to hear about the way things are done in different places and different parts of the world. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, please do that, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.